Now I can instantly eat those, maximum HP. I will not make potions out of that. Dexterity is not my main character's concern. My character's concern is strength. And since plants here are even rarer than when it comes to Gothic 1, or Gothic in particular, you know, King Sorrels, this game has about 20 plants, and I need all 20 of them if I want to get strength to 200. Strength 200 is one of the perfect stats. Master of the classes, I think the achievement is called. It requires 200 strength, 200 dexterity, and 200 wisdom. Now wisdom is very easy to get. Just get all the tablets, ancient knowledge requirement items, whatever you want to call it. Tablets which has wisdom on it. You know, read them all and you will get 200 without difficulty. The hardest ones to get is strength, dexterity, and if possible, I'm not quite sure about that one, is mana. As a warrior, as an Inquisitor's warrior of the order, because I'm going to join the warrior of the order, I will focus strength. As a, you know, mage, a monastery, a master mage of the holy flame, I'm gonna focus on mana. And as a hunter, a warrior of the dawn, I will focus on dexterity and get that one, you know, 200 through that method on all three paths eventually, you know. So that if I'm gonna do a hardcore run, I will have all achievements, all implanted stats, which are gonna make it tons and tons of easier. I'm not quite sure if strength is permanent, but at least it's for an achievement, you know. So I'm gonna do it that way. And you know, there were some achievements which I couldn't complete in my previous playthrough on my YouTube channel, due to minor mistakes, you know, like not being able to learn all the arts of magic, a true mage, not getting the 300,000 gold. I had to use all three paths in order to get 100,000 gold pieces. Now the reason for that was, when you trade things with the merchant, always make sure that you either purchase first or sell first, because that will increase your value in whatever you have recovered. It's not about getting 100,000 in your pockets, it's getting about getting 100,000 gold pieces a path by selling goods, buying goods. They all count towards the gold, you know, they all.
Hey, you there.
So I'm gonna sell first, purchase later, you know, or purchase first, sell afterwards, so I don't combine them and get less gold profit, which was my mistake, one of my mistakes in my previous playthrough. The boat I was on sank. I landed on the beach.
The boat. So one of the crew survived the storms, eh? We'd heard it was just the Inquisitor. You don't look like you're with the Inquisition.
I was a stowaway.
On an Inquisition ship? You're lucky they didn't catch you and throw you overboard, or worse, turn you into one of them. Someone, or something, is looking out for you. And I ain't gonna mess with that. But don't stretch your luck. The White Robes catch you here, you'll be in trouble. If you want my advice, then find yourself a good weapon. You won't get far without one. There may be something around here. Have a look. Come back to me when you've found something.
So I'm gonna make sure that throughout my 3 playthroughs, eventually, I get all achievements this time. Every single one of them. And if that's not possible, which it is, you know, because I know a way how to make unlimited XP, which is not really that hard. It's like with the Shadow Beast horns with Cypher, no. Buster. Oh, wrong button. Just, sell the plants, the weed plants to the farmer guy up at the swamp. Knock him down, re-get the plants, resell them, knock them down. That will give you about 70 XP a time. Depending on how many plants you can deliver to him. So let's say if you have 50 plants, you can do 5 times 70 XP, including gold. You also get gold
Found
for
this
it.
sword.
Good.
But
I hope
I
you
might
know how to use it.
but I might be might have to use it to make sure I get 200 strength late game. I get my staff combat maxed, frost magic maxed, and maybe crossbow, because as a pure mage there's no way I can actually learn crossbow. So what can you tell me about this place?
What can you tell me about this place?
What do you want to know?
Looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Anywhere I can get some food or pick
Looks
up
like I'm
some gold.
Ha! Not round here at any rate. I just asked for this post so I can watch the storms. Amazing things when they blow past. Strange how they never come inland. A few weeks ago I would have sent you to Harbour Town, but not anymore.
Why not?
It's full of Inquisition. Protecting those ruins and recruiting for the damn White Robe cult at the monastery. I'm with the Don myself. We're the only ones who are still free. Living in a camp in the middle of a swamp. But freedom's freedom. I'd head to the swamp. See if the Don will take you in. Or try your luck in Harbour Town. Just stay away from the monastery.
So, is Harbour Town safe? What are the Inquisition doing there?
Not much at the moment. There are still some of our boys in there. They might help you out. And that White Robe lot probably won't bother you too much. I can show you the way, but believe me, you'd be better off at our camp.
Can you show me the way to Harbour Town?
Can you show?
Sure. Follow me.
Now, there are 2 reasons why I go to the farm first. The free armor. Do I have a tell joke spell scroll? No, I don't. The free armor, but for that I need tell joke, which I can get on the farm if I'm correctly. And to tell the farmers that there was a girl with me who came on shore with me, and survived the shipwreck.
See that farm down in the valley?
I see it.
Some of the Inquisition's minions work down there. Novices, they call them. They're apprentices to the mages in the monastery. Talk to them. They'll help you get to Harbour Town. But watch you don't find yourself accidentally recruited. You get recruited, there'll be no welcome for you at the Don's camp.
Thanks. I can take it from here.
I'm sure you can. Good luck. See you around.
Or I'm gonna wait with the option, because I'm gonna join the Inquisition, the Warrior of the Order, and see if I can tell either the monastery that there was a girl who came ashore with me, or in Harbour Town itself. Because after I get the arm, I'm gonna go to the swamp, get some quests there, get the reputation going there, get access to the Don, right? Deliver the golden weapon to the Don, get his favor. I'm gonna get acknowledged by the men of the Don. And then I will go get some quests, to gather around information, and that's where I will go to the monastery to get myself accidentally recruited, as I like to call it, because I'm gonna join the Warrior of the Order anyways. As a novice, you have to make sure you don't get caught and work for the Order in Harbour Town. So that way those 2 paths will be different, and as a Warrior of the Dawn, which will be either my 2nd or my 3rd run, remains to be seen. I'm gonna,
Are you crazy walking round
walk
here? What do you think will happen
and
if the
give
Inquisition
honor
catch
to
you,
the
eh?
Dawn. This man. Who's in charge here?
Brother Tristan. You can usually find him in front of the farmhouse. He's taken the farm over. He runs the place now.
I see.
Are you going to call them?
Hey, I won't give you away, but the warriors of the Order often come by here to check on things. So I'm just saying, you better be careful.
What do you do?
What?
Yeah,
I'm working
goddammit.
in my field.
Your field?
Yeah. This one's mine, and the other one on the other side of the path is Tellur's. Of course, he's further along working his one. Always is.
Can
Don't know
I
how he does
ask
it.
why I
He's
keep
already taken
changing
his whole
games
harvest
like
to the
socks?
storehouse. But I'm afraid I won't be able to get my
Yeah,
harvest
just,
in on
just
time.
a second.
I
until
can't spot the ripe plants from the unripe. They all look the same to me.
The reason for that is, I enjoy playing Oblivion. That's not it. But I miss a couple of mods in Oblivion. Saddlebags, better looking characters, and such, And the reason why I started to play Oblivion was because of the fact I was not in the mood to play Risen over again, and I was not in the mood to redo the Gothic games. But I woke up and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna redo them so that my, content which I already had done, is, re-uploaded to my YouTube channel in different sentence, 30 minutes to 45 minutes each episode, give it or take. And, Oblivion is fun, but without mods, it's more annoying than fun, and especially the characters look like potatoes, so I'm gonna get a couple of mods for Oblivion later on. The downside of that is manually installing mod manager and whatnot, but in the first place, I didn't want to redo Risen, because I already completed all 3 parts on my previous YouTube channel, but I'm gonna do it differently, which was the reason why I decided to say fuck it. I'm not gonna do Risen 1 all 3 parts, Risen 2 all 3 parts, Risen 3 all 3 parts. What I'm gonna do, which is a bit of a new, way of playing through it, is I'm gonna beat Risen 1 now as an Inquisitor of the Order, go to Risen 2, beat the game as a pirate, and go to Risen 3 and beat the game on whatever option I see fit in Risen 3. I've never played Risen 3 before, so I'm not really sure, about which path I will take in Risen 3, but after I beat those 3 games, I'm gonna give people the option on my YouTube profile or on my Twitch, to say, we want a second run. So if I'm gonna do a second run, it will be, let's say, Warrior of the Dawn, Warrior of the Dawn, Inquisitor, the Inquisition, and the third path remains unknown, to Risen 3. And so that I still make progress, but also no progress. It's not like I instantly do all 3 paths, just push them out, because, all that work was in the end for nothing. All the time stamping was in the end for nothing. So I can better do Risen 1, one of the 3 paths, Risen 2, one of the 3 paths, Risen 3, one of the 3 paths, and then, if people want to reseed on a different path, I can go to the second game, to the second path, Risen 1, Warrior of the Dawn, Risen 2, a certain path, Risen 3, certain path, and then, if people want it again, I will go to the final path of Risen series, but that way I can at least say, Risen 1, Risen 2, Risen 3 completed. Not 100%, but they're completed. And, I don't want to end up in the end again with the fact that I've done all 3 paths in Risen, started to play Risen 2, beat it all 3 paths there, finally arrived at Risen 3 and my account got hacked again. Something like that, which happened with my Gothic, I was nearly at the end of Gothic 3. Nearly, I was about level 65, something like that, of 80. Until I figured out, that my account got hacked on YouTube channel. Now I hope that the hacker is happy with the 3 cents that it made, on my YouTube channel, my old YouTube channel. But I deleted all the videos there and such, because I was like, fuck you, I'm not gonna allow you to make money with my content. But I'm not gonna do, Risen 1 all 3 parts, Risen 2 all 3 parts instantly. I'm gonna do first path Risen 1, first path Risen 2, first path Risen 3, and if you guys want to see a second path, you know, second path Risen 1, second path Risen 2, second path Risen 3. There are 3 factions, but just like in Gothic Monte: Demon Hunters, Guardians of the Magicians, and Voodoo Pirates. Yeah, well, that's no problem for me, you know, because no need. It might be spoilers, but let me just say, with the information that you currently gave me, Risen 1, this part I'm going to be an Inquisitor of the Order. In the second run, I'm gotta either be joining the Inquisition because I, you know, work under the Inquisition, or become a pirate. Due to the fact that Risen 3 starts out as a pirate, but you know, remains to be seen. And then I might go for Guardians of the Magicians, because as a warrior of the Order, I am a servant to the mages. Let's say if I would become a fire mage, you know, a mage of the Holy Flame, it will be Master Mage of the Holy Flame, the Moluccas, which is known as the voodoo culture kind of people, you know, I just call them the Moluccas, as they are called in Risen 2, and Risen 3, voodoo pirates, for example, you know. And the third path, Warrior of the Dawn, pirates, and third path, you know, hunters. Something like that, in that regard. Well, I do not know that for a fact yet, depending on how I will play through the game, which options do I get eventually, you know, what kind of build will I make for my character, what's the focus. But yeah, I'm just gonna do Risen 1 now, you know, Inquisitor of the Order. He will most likely follow still the Inquisition in Risen 2, because he is a warrior of the Order. I'm gonna play through these games, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my Gothic games by the true nature of their paths. I'm gonna try to divide the true natures of the path. Now Risen 3 is for me a bit clueless, because I do not know precisely how, you know, the Guardians of the Fire Magicians look like, or the Voodoo Pirates, or the Hunters. You know, I'm not quite sure about that. So in Risen 3 it might change later on when it comes to the path, right? But Risen 1 and Risen 2 will be without a doubt connected. I can guarantee you that. So in this case, Warrior of the Order, Inquisition, and the third one remains unknown. Probably the Guardians of the Magicians, I think. You know, I'm not quite sure yet. And enough beat Risen. Meanwhile, working on the timestamps, you know, shorter episodes, easier to timestamp. Still, it's a shame because I already did all of them. Especially Risen 1, all the timestamping and such, which got my views. Most of my views on my previous YouTube channel, and people enjoyed it. You know, they enjoyed using the time links and such. So I'm gonna keep doing that. The only thing I will change is, instead of 1 hour to 2 hours footage streams, I'm gonna make 30 minutes to 45 minutes a episode, give it or take. So it's easier for me to timestamp them. It's easier for me to go into more perfection detail when it comes to the time links, you know, to the description of my YouTube channel, and just keep on doing what I'm keep on doing. In the meanwhile, make highlights, you know, by cutting them apart, the main streams, and I will also download them to my PC. So if I do ever get hacked before I've reinstalled my PC, I can re-upload them to a new YouTube channel. I hope it is not going to happen, but you know, you never know, because if you have supporters, there will also be haters, sadly but true. But you know, that all remains to be seen. Let's just continue. Do you need help?
You serious? Well, I wouldn't say no.
And what kind of compensation would not saying no come with?
Well, I'm only a novice, so I don't have much. But if you harvest the plants and bring them to me, I'll give you a healing potion. How about that?
Deal. I'll bring you the right plants.
Great. Then I might actually be able to start my mage training before this place goes completely to the dogs. Just look out for the right ones in my field, alright? 10 should be enough. Bring them back here, alright?
Alright. There's one. There's two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Still missed 2. Do they mind if I slaughter these chickens? Because that's also an achievement called Hen Slayer. Where's the other dead chicken? Which is about killing 20 chickens. One more. There we go. Field hand achievement. Here are your 10 ripe plants.
Here.
Thanks. Without you, I would have been in a whole world of trouble. The healing potion is yours.
How often do these warriors of the order come up here?
The Inquisitor sends one once every couple of days. They like to keep a check on things. He picks up what we've harvested and the meat and takes it to the monastery, where they no doubt stuff their faces. If I were you, I'd hide when he shows up.
Thanks for the warning.
Right, so now the moment of fun. Collect these eggs, they give XP. I do not know yet how to pick locks.
Careful what you touch.
There's something here about
I'll
magic.
just sneak around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stand here. Activate this on 3. Walk through this chest.
You
will
looking for
follow.
something?
Let me quick save.
Oh, I thought I felt something. I haven't had a laugh like that in ages.
And I got myself the free armor. Already read
What are
the-
you doing here?
I knew that.
Alright, so already just double checking. Let's kill some more chickens. Chicken Slayer.
What possessed you?
I just don't like chicken. I'm the Chicken Slayer. Double kill. I only do this for the chicken. Kill the chicken achievement. Because this game doesn't have achievements on Steam, but it does have achievements in
What do you
game,
think?
which is weird.
There's grain growing
You
here.
know, but whatever. Your grain is going to be picked up soon.
You're...
Says who? Oh, it'll be Thomas, am I right? He should try working instead of chatting with strangers. My field is twice the size of his, and it still only takes me half the time to cultivate it. He makes lazy people look busy, does Thomas.
Do you need any help here?
No thanks. I could have done with you a while ago, though. Thanks anyway.
Right, so let's first talk with this guy. I don't want to talk with the pig. Hey, how are things going here?
Not so well. Stuck in the middle of nowhere, a place where no one wants to be.
You're the happy-go-lucky, face life with a smile type, aren't you?
And you'd smile if a pack of hungry wolves was eating everything in sight. I used to have 6 pigs, and now look at what's left.
Now I will stream till about 3. Due to the fact that my sister's children are getting home. They're always loud, noisy as fuck. You know, they're most likely gonna watch TV because it's cold outside. So that can stir up for copyright issues. I'm not gonna get involved in that. So what I'm gonna do, you know, once they come back, which is in about 2.5 hours, so I still got plenty of time, you know, I will stop my stream, cut these apart, instantly upload them to YouTube, work on the timestamps instantly, you know, before even uploading it, so that I will, you know, cut them in halves in certain pieces, 30 to 45 minutes, and those are my highlights, right? I deleted all my previous highlights, due to the fact, you know, they were of no use to me anymore, and then I'm gonna timestamp them instantly, upload it to YouTube, and game tags, everything included, and so that I will not have unfinished YouTube videos on my channel, you know. So I will only upload if I'm 100% sure that I got the timestamps, I've got everything that I need, which will not allow me to upload as much content as I possibly can, but it does mean that I will upload only videos who have 100% accurate timestamps, which is like, you know, a schedule. It's done, I uploaded it. It's done, I uploaded it. It's done, I upload it. Instead of upload, you know, upload everything and then a couple of days later, first one timestamp, second one timestamp, you know. So I'm gonna only upload them once the timestamps are done, once everything is tip-top and shapy. So Hungry Rules, well, that's just my thing.
It does you credit that you want to help me, but
It's gonna take a lot of work, you know.
Those beasts
Already
haven't been
wasted
here for
about
several
1,200
days.
hours.
I figure they must be starving by now, so they'll be really dangerous.
Any good news?
Risen 1,
Well,
Gothic
they're
1, Gothic
wolves,
2, Gothic
so
3
none of
nearly
them have
completed,
swords. If you want back in 2 days, I'll assume they put you on the
including
menu.
with time links,
Great.
give it a take 1,200 hours. 1,200 hours, which I just had to throw away and have to redo, which is just a pain. Where do these wolves come from?
There's a small cave over there, to the north of here. I haven't been there, but I'd be willing to bet that's where their lair is.
Don't you have anyone who can protect you and your animals?
Yeah. The warriors of the Inquisition are more concerned with the gold from the temple ruins than with helping novices. We're on our own at best, at the mercy of the wolves at worst. Doesn't stop the Inquisition coming here demanding their tribute. I don't want to complain. I chose this myself. But sometimes it's exasperating.
Being exploited by the warriors of the Order.
Well, you can't really say that. The mages bow to the law of the Inquisitor. You know, we all share the same religion, but the mages have urged us novices to stay neutral. That's why I don't have to worry about the Don's men. They know we won't do anything to them.
So if I would, you know, describe this game as in the Gothic terms, the warriors of the Order, also known as the paladins in Gothic, are the protectors of the mages of the Holy Flame of Fire, you know, which is not a holy flame, it's a fire titan. But you know, they all look alike, so that would be Enos. Then you have the warrior of the dawn, who are petty thieves, greedy little buggers, which should represent, when it comes to the Gothic terms, Balear. And then you have the mages, the novices and the mages, who are neutral to both sides. They play, you know, in both interests of the epidemic, or whatever you want to call it. And I will play the same way as a mage, neutral. Tristan.
Welcome, stranger. What's brought you to our troubled isle?
Oh, I think I'm
The
getting
tide.
sick.
I'm a shipwreck survivor.
Oh,
Well, it's a strange kind of luck that's washed you onto these shores. But I must warn you, you cannot wander freely around here. I don't mind, but the warriors of the Order are less forgiving.
who are you?
My name is Tristan, a novice of magic. I'm looking after this place, on the orders of the Convocation of Mages.
What is this place?
Just a simple farm. It's under the control of the Inquisition now. We cultivate the land and take care of the animals. Our work ensures the well-being of the Order and Inquisitor Mendoza's men.
You mentioned the Convocation. What do the mages have to do with the Inquisition?
The Convocation of Mages has long had their seat here in the monastery, at the foot of the great volcano. It was a place of study and faith before the dark wave covered the land and those temple ruins had risen from the ground. And now the Inquisitor is here seeking to push back that darkness. We're very lucky he found us in our hour of need. Now the monastery not only serves as the mage's home, but also as a training camp for recruits of the Inquisition.
I got
I see.
cramps in my stomach, which is very annoying. What do you think I should do next?
What?
Well,
Let me
I
get
wouldn't recommend you wander around alone.
M&Ms.
Quickest way to the next life. Perhaps you would be best advised to let the warriors of the Order train you as a recruit. Training with the fighting staff and the basics of magic could be just the thing for you. If you're not a fighter, there are merchants in the town might have use of you. Just make sure you don't get taken in by the outlaws the Don commands. Or is it that you are interested in the higher magic that we novices pursue? That would mean finding a way to the monastery without being arrested by the Inquisitor's men. You may find someone in the town who would help you do that. The choice is yours. In any case, you will find members of each group in Harbour Town. They can tell you more. So, if I were you, I would make that my first stop.
Annoying cramps. So I took a medicine-ish, you know, paracetamol, as we like to call them in the Netherlands, to maybe push back a bit of that annoyingness. I got a feeling that I had to have to shit, you know, but already went to the bathroom to shit, so that cannot be it. Can you take me to Harbour Town?
I can't leave my post at the farm, I'm afraid. But Brother Tellur will accompany you there if you wish.
Great. Thanks for the advice.
If you're wanting help, you must be willing to provide help in return.
How do I get into Harbour Town?
The law of the Inquisitor says that no one is allowed to be outside of the town without permission. The main gate of the town is currently being guarded by warriors of the Order. You can't just stroll in.
You novices must know other ways to get inside the town.
Well, yes. There is a way, but it's not easy to reach. Harbour Town has a rear entrance up to the north. As far as I know, that is guarded only by the old town guards. You could try your luck persuading them to let you in.
Do you do trading here on the farm?
Trade? With who? Other than Esteban's bandits, there's nobody out here.
What about me? Will you trade with me?
I don't have much to offer, but you're welcome to look.
Okay, what should I do for you?
Talk to my brothers here on the farm and make yourself useful. Once we no longer need your help, we'll happily escort you to Harbour Town.
Now, this is one of the options which is you know, for Sarah. You could also tell the guy which you come across at first, which is one of the Don's men, you know, what was his name again? Henry? No, not Henry, something else. But because, you know, Sarah is still sitting at the house, not being able to find a place yet and such, you know, but I will try to see if I can, you know, tell Commandant Carlos about it, because this is where I deliver her as a mage, and the guy from the Warrior of the Dawn, this is when I will go to the Dawn. But let me quickly go recheck on the whole toilet thing, because I still think that you know, I have to shit or something, because it hurts, you know, it's like little knives poking in my belly, which is freakingly annoying. So just give me a couple of minutes. Sorry again for the inconvenience, but I think I'm getting sick. You know, sleep bad lately. But yeah, just give me a couple of seconds to see, you know, if something else comes out. I doubt it, because I previously, not like 10 minutes ago or something, I went to the toilet. But you know, I can't sit here with this annoying poking-ish feeling, so just give me a couple of minutes. Sorry about that, fellas, but I think I confirm it. I'm getting sick. But you know, that's relatively normal when it comes when it turns into winter. And I haven't been sick in quite a while, so wouldn't surprise me. But man, oh man, I never shitted that much in about less than an hour. About your farm. Tellur doesn't have anything for me to do.
He finished his work a while ago.
Ah yes, Tellur is our hardest worker. 24 of him and our problems would be over.
The grain harvest is finished.
Good. It's reassuring to know that if we must die, we will not die hungry. Here are a few coins. Alas, Thomas is our problem child. If he worked as hard as he moaned, he'd have completed the harvest long ago. Perhaps he should reconsider his desire to be a mage.
I will not do that one yet. What is the quest's called? It doesn't be. Alright, so gonna be quick save here. Talk to the guy about